Hello everybody, White and Nerdy Man back with another episode of Dark Souls, the road through the Soul series. I'm in the wrong menu. We're going to say, come on buddy, let's go. We are ready to go ahead and start making our way towards the Taurus Demon. At least, mostly indirectly. Off camera, I have done a little bit of grinding. That way, I can spare you guys at least a little bit of that, enough to purchase. Getting stuck on the wall there, enough to purchase the repair box. We already saw that the bottomless box is what I meant to say, along with the key to residences in the Undead Burg. That is going to be very important for our exploration, both now and also a little bit later into the game as well. So let's go ahead and make our way to the first door that key will open. My parry timing is just not good at the moment. There we go. As you can also see, I also got on the Sprite of Humanity. So let's just keep on going, just chilling out to one of the most difficult video games ever made. It's interesting to relax to something like this, but like I said, the repetition, it does start to get almost therapeutic in a sense. And there's really not quite a feeling like beating a Dark Souls boss. Nab that wooden shield. And then as we get more weapons and equipment, we will most certainly and obligatorily play Fashion Souls. The game of Yore and Yonder. I can't remember if there's anything else down here, like if there's a path off of this balcony or not. No, that just kind of leads lower into the Burg, which we do not have access to just yet. So let us sally forth across this dangerous bridge. This is where the true mettle of your souls gets tested. One of the first big tests of the game, I'm definitely willing to say. Of course, whenever that door opens, it just gets a little bit more tricky. Not today, buddy. Well, bam. Definitely tests your greater sense of crowd control, that's for sure. This is a path that we will come back to later. The good old classic FromSoft does not open from the side, and then also ladders. What a trademark. So, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. And that we are all together hand in hand through this gauntlet of a journey. But I am legitimately excited. I do quite enjoy these games a lot. And it's a bit of an incredulity thing for me, just because I've just never thought I would really get into them. But perhaps I'm singing the tune of many, many people who have played these games in the past. It's not one that you can immediately pick up and play extremely easily. It's a pretty challenging game. We have a chest here. Open that bad boy up. We see what we got. Black fire bombs. Very nice. Rolling. And my ambition is just to record myself essentially being able to actually defeat these games, proving to myself, and I suppose the interwebs as well, that yes, it can be done. But of course it can be done. I mean, it's been done by countless people before me, but that I actually have the skills and capability to do it. By the way, I had to increase the brightness. I noticed whenever I was watching the playback of episode 1 that it was really dark. I don't know if it's just my computer screen or what. I set it to the recommended darkness, but I just found on video playback it was kind of terrible on the eyeballs to try to watch. So I hope that it was not the same experience for you guys, but at the same time, watchability is something that I definitely want to keep in consideration as I am making something for the interwebs to watch. If we were playing online, we'd probably see plenty of messages over here about sweet revenge. There is noise going on outside of my house. Grab that item. I don't think I can actually jump over to that spot, if I recall correctly. Got 3 humanity too, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's just keep on continuing on. And if there is any paths to any secrets or anything like that, let me know and I will go back to them retroactively and see if I can't find them. Let us open this door. And there is a lovely set of gold pine resin, if I recall correctly. Yes, this will be useful later. Dragons are especially vulnerable to lightning in this game. Let's go ahead and climb up here because there is a crossbow man that will shoot us in the back, or in the front, or in any which way or direction. And we do not want any of that, no, no. Oh boy, speaking of not wanting something, just what I wanted, a fight with you in the narrow corridor. Come on, buddy. Bonk. Come on, baiting out that attack. That's what I was wanting. Excellent. Spin kick into destruction. Go ahead and get these guys to come out and play. I don't think so. He's down for the count. Now, my next question for ourselves is, do we go and take on the Black Knight that's down here, one of the more infamous ones? A tremendous difficulty spike that most are not ready for. Barrel. Do barrel roll. Not today. Should we do it for the views? He's going to be incredibly powerful and difficult to kill. One of the things that I've always liked to do with this guy is to try to lure him all the way back to the bonfire. That way, if I die, I won't have to backtrack incredibly to get the souls that I had just lost. So, it's an idea. Now, if we're very, very quiet, we can get a sneak attack on him, but I can't remember if he actually will bite with that or not. Nope. Oh, gosh. Ye run for the hills. He's angry. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I did not mean it. Okay, maybe I did mean it. Yeah, here he comes. Yeah, he will chase us all the way back here, and now we can have our standoff. It's almost risk-free for me. Parry to you, buddy. Oh! We'll get there, guys. I hope. Eventually. The guy is just, not phased by our attacks. This is a battle for the ages, ladies and gents. Woo! Victory by attrition is still victory. Victory! Excellent. Whew. And here we are back safely at the bonfire to be able to level up. Sorry if I went quiet there for a minute. Oh, man. There is nothing more tense than a Grizzly Souls encounter. Okay, so we have a good bit of souls to level up with. Let's just go ahead and do that. We desperately need some more HP and some more endurance, my dude. It is dreadfully low for both stats. That way we can have just a touch more survivability. Let's go ahead and pop a couple items. Also, let me examine some of our equipment just to understand it just a little bit better. A big part of Souls 2 is actually reading comprehension, of all things. Toggle display, also seeing the item description. Hammer with a sharp spike on its pommel, one of the more barbaric cleric weapons. Uniquely, this hammer inflicts thrust damage and causes bleeding, which is interesting. Scales purely with strength, as you can see with the little C icon with a muscle man there. And of course our Sorcerer's Catalyst scales with intelligence. Sorcery Catalyst used by sorcerers of the Vinheim Dragon School. Very nice. Of course we have talismans if we ever wanted to try our hand at miracles. We have the small leather shield versus the wooden shield, but the wooden shield is just a little bit heavier. Mainly, we're, as this class, we're just wanting to use the shield for parrying purposes as opposed to really prolonged combat encounters with it. We'll snag that. We'll go ahead and kill a couple dudes over here, and we'll level up one more time. Yeah, that was exhilarating. I don't know if you guys necessarily approve of my cheesing methods, but hey, you know, if the option is there, and if my character has the magical powers for it, then why not, I say. I do believe that is how Guy Buttersnaps would have handled this situation. I'll go down here and just kill this guy for good measure. I think we only needed like 800 and something to level up anyway. Not today. Then we'll go ahead and keep making our path upward. There is also a lot of basic logic that goes into the Souls formula, which is like that, you know, luring the enemy into a more tactically advantageous position, because normally, as you guys definitely saw, he could just almost one-shot me with my current getup. So I lured him into a place where I could more easily tango with him. Could increase strength or dex. Intelligence, we still got a little bit to go before it'll come up again. Attunement, I'll have to look up and see at which stat intervals I'll get more attunement slots and just try to allocate accordingly. Right now I think Vitality and Endurance are going to be the more, the higher precedent, I would say. It's just going to help us actually survive in the long run. And you can't use sorceries if you're dead. But yeah, my ambition with this video would be to get to the Taurus Demon and then down to the bridge bonfire before we get to the Undead Parish. So yeah, we can do it, gang. Ow. I thought I would be out of the way of that sword swipe, but that's okay. We'll make it. Across the way to get away from all that madness over here. And then we have the Hollow Knight. Also, while I was farming earlier, I found some Titanite shards, which will be good for upgrading this bad boy. So that'll be fun. Yes, contrary to popular belief, and this is a mistake that I certainly made, in the Souls early to mid-game, maybe even persisting into the late game, the better way to upgrade the damage output of your weapons is to upgrade the weapons themselves instead of leveling up the associated stat. I think that's just more so for like a late-game balance sort of thing. Once you get your weapon to the maximum upgrade, then your stats will play a greater role if your weapon still has stat scaling, depending on what we choose to upgrade our weapons into. But that is stuff, more considerations later. If you guys have any build preferences, if you want me to kind of spec into something else or to do a build that's going to be a greater challenge, then let me know. I'll be glad to take those considerations into consideration. It's all good fun, but I also want you guys to have input for anybody who will be watching me play through this. Yeah. I'm not even in it for the likes, man. I'm just in it to have fun and to record my experience. We're going to go pick up the Tear Stone ring here. And that will be our first ring. We can only have 2. Yeah, it's not terrible. Okay, not counting the Ring of Sacrifice. I will almost never wear those. There's one time where it actually comes in particularly useful, and that would be during the fight with Seath the Scaleless, so that way you don't lose your rings, your souls, or humanity. Making some good steady progress to the Taurus Demon up here. We cannot open this area just yet. We need the Watchtower basement key for that. That leads to Havel. I've played this game a few times, but hey. Never actually beaten it of all the hours that I put into it. And I guess I'm trying to rack my brain as to what. I know that I had a roommate in college who he said that he would get Titanite Lizard. Get it? There we go. Nice, a Titanite chunk and Twinkling Titanite. Love it. But he would have something he would call game completion anxiety, where he would get to like usually the apex point of the game, like right whenever it's the rising action before the end of the game, and then just stop. I don't know if I get that with the Souls games or not, or it's just because they're like not as relaxing as the average game, so I start to get like antsy after a bit and want something a little bit more lighthearted. I don't know. But we are going to push through and persevere with this playthrough, dagnabbit. Ugh. Hated that they're able to just do that right at the outset, but at least we're eliminating the problem right now, so we don't have to worry about that with the upcoming boss fight. Because he is a mean suckaduck. But don't worry, we'll be able to do it. We should be able to see his lovely hide come up here very shortly, and go ahead and start running. No? Okay. Maybe I didn't get the proper threshold. Well, yeah, there he is. There's our boy. With that really awesome music. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Up to, up to. He's definitely quite vulnerable to that plunging attack. My favorite part is when he hurts you by just kind of being on top of you. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Keep going, everybody. We can do it. We just got to be up past a certain threshold so he can't damage us with a swipe. Yeah, that being the aforementioned swipe. We'll do it, guys. We can do it. Can you tell that I've also fought this lovely gentleman a couple times? Oh, well. That was a little bit of bad timing on my part. That's okay. We'll go get our souls and our humanity. Oh, the beauty of Dark Souls. If need be, if the attempts get too high, we can edit out me making my way back to the boss each and every time. Oh, man. What a rush. It's so weird. I feel like that I get the parry times just wrong enough for him to still actually collide with my shield, but not for it to, like, count as a parry as it ought to. Let's get back over here. That place is dangerous. There we go. Sheesh. Don't want to get too rattled by that defeat. Almost had that guy. I think if I would have just concentrated on just rushing past him instead of getting fancy with applying the sorceries, then we would have been in better shape. That's okay. Pink. Get rid of those firebomb guys, seriously. Using the sorcery, I think, is very effective against just those kind of trash mobs that can wear you down a little bit by the time you're actually getting close to the boss. Thought he dropped an item there. But don't worry, guys. We'll get him. And it's interesting how you see that enemy a little bit later in the game as just an enemy. Excellent. Got another Titanite shard. Very nice. And even though, as I said before, you know, when you lose souls, it can be disheartening, but you have other forms of permanent progress that you make with every item that you pick up. Because everything that you pick up is permanent. Every Titanite shard, every weapon, or any other goodie that you pick up off the ground, it is yours forever. And that kind of gives you some encouragement of, okay, like, maybe I didn't beat the boss this time, or maybe I lost a lot of, not shards, but souls. But hey, you know, at least I got this item that's going to be very beneficial to my run later. Okay, good. My souls are not too far away. As well as the extra humanity I've collected. Thank you very much. We will take that. Okay. Round 2 of our rumble here. I will not let him get the upper hand this time. No, no. We shall see. Might be a little bit too close for comfort. Ooh, that was a little scary. All right. Now it is time for le concentration. I can't see anything. Oh, I think I was getting tripped up on his tail. Oh, gosh. Oh, that miraculously did not hit us. Color me surprised, actually. Right to your ugly face. Got him. Heck yeah, guys. Whew. What a rush. Oh. What a satisfying sound. That victory noise. I do not want to risk the souls that I have right now by traipsing down to the lair of the dragon over there. So I'm going to run back to our most previous bonfire. We will fight our way to that bonfire, and then we will end the episode for now. Man, what a good fight. It just shows you that it doesn't matter how good you are or how many times you may have played or beaten that boss in the past, you are still pretty vulnerable, especially as a new character. I think it's just a really nice testament to the design of this game. That it's still not afraid to put you in your place if you get overconfident. Go ahead and take care of those guys so that way our descent back here is unfettered by a bunch of firebombs. Yeah, it's just, it's also crazy to me, like, all the different ways that people have been able to beat this game. Like, blindfolded and, well, you know, making a mod where everything is, like, completely dark. Just absolutely crazy stuff. I forgot to level up. Got to yakking. We can level up several times, which that'll be useful. Might want to put one in strength, as well as intelligence, attunement, endurance for sure. There we go, got a good bit of improvement going on here, going from 11 to 15. Once again, just trying to boost health and endurance. We accept your terms and conditions. Let's go ahead and use one of those humanities to reverse our hollowing. And then we will fight our way back to that next bonfire. Now having a little bit less valuable resources that are at risk of being consumed by stupid things like an untimely death. Oh, sweet, we were able to one-shot him. Excellent. Oh, that's one thing that a, well, that corner is dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Especially where we have a slower-moving weapon like that mace. Don't worry, gang, we'll get it. Overconfidence is the true killer in Dark Souls. Let's go ahead and lure you out here. Following you guys in. That completely went over your head. But you're not getting me, no, no. There we go. No matter how many times I do that, it will never not be satisfying. There we go. Got my humanity back. Oh, the humanity, indeed. I still have yet to look up if dexterity actually does increase casting speed in this game. I know in some Souls games it does, but I've played so many of them recently that I get them mixed up. Not a horrendous problem to have. Fantastic games, absolutely all of them. What is your favorite lore theory, or lore theorist? I personally really like Buttersnap. I think he's probably one of the biggest go-tos when it comes to Souls lore. We are back to bacon, ghee, buttersnaps. I don't know how people have necessarily even made some of the connections that they have with the lore in this game. Take some supremely good detective work. I guess that's also a lot of what data miners and stuff do. They've already threshed Elden Ring out pretty well. Which we will definitely have to do an Elden Ring playthrough sometime. I think that might be my ambition to do that on this channel after I go through the Dark Souls series. Elden Ring is probably now one of my favorite video games of all time. Takes the very well-developed Souls formula, then applies it to an open world, which is pretty much it's the best open world game that I've ever played, bar none. But pretty much almost undeniably one of my favorite games. All right, we are back to our old arena against the Taurus Demon. I'm not going to worry about those archers; they're not going to be a problem for us here in a minute. Have the beautiful view over here. No one really makes them quite like FromSoft does. These wonderful environments and stuff. Go over here. We have an item. Don't be afraid to do a barrel roll. And crush up some items. Yeah, can't get in there. If we had the master key, we'd be able to do it. But alas, not this time. Ah, our good friend, internet famous, Solaire.
You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Sure. I always can use a friend.
Greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you missed it, you must be blind.
Gotta love Solaire.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. Oh, if only...
Oh, gotta love Solaire. We are going to take steps, if we possibly can, to save him on this playthrough. Spoiler alert, there is a quest later in the game involving him. If you do not kill a certain little creature by a certain point in your progression, then Solaire will inevitably die. We don't want that to happen. We're going to save him, dagnabbit. But that is another concern for another day. Let us continue on. And let's get ready to run. Ready? Are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready or not. Let's go. Run for it, run for it. Ooh! Smells like barbecue. And the beautiful thing about this game is the blessed and beautiful shortcut back to our bonfire. Gotta love it. Away from the extremely intimidating dragon, we're going to level up one more time, and then after that we're going to end the episode right there. Shortcuts. Some of the ways that they plan shortcuts and interweave the different levels of this game together into one giant world is just awesome. I do, however, have a complaint with the system. I do not like that you have to wait till about halfway through the game before you can actually, like, teleport, but it's all part of the experience. And plus, all the other Souls games have that formula, so if I'm really that upset about it, I guess I can go play them instead. But no, we're playing through the original Dark Souls, because we're gonna get through it. We're gonna beat it. And we're gonna have an absolutely fun time with it as well. I know that I am so far, and I hope that it has been the same experience for you guys. Let us just continue to go ahead and upgrade Vitality and Endurance until they're about, maybe 15 apiece, and then we can go ahead and concentrate on the other stats. We'll confirm, because we don't want to neglect our intelligence or our attunement. Excellent. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for now. Thank you guys very much for watching episode 2, us taking on the Taurus Demon. Next episode, we're going to be going through the Undead Parish, and to see what kind of horrors lie within for us. So until then, we thank you very much, Buttersnaps and I, and we will see you on the next episode of Dark Souls.